there, I trust you well. So I created the to-do app using VueJs, and here's the repo for that to-do app. Another thing I did is that I deployed it using Netlify, and I've also added the link to the deployed version of the app in the repo. So here's the link. I could just click it right away, or I can just copy the link and open it using Firefox. I kind of prefer doing it this way, so I'll do that. And here's the to-do app. So as you can see, one of the things that you can do is that you can mark one or more items as completed. The first one has already been marked as completed. I can also mark other ones. I can mark this one and this one and this one. And as you can see, the more I mark them, these ones they reduce. Right now it's only 2 items left, which means 2 items are currently active. If I unmark this one, you can see that it's been increased. So right now there are 3 items that are active. And another thing that I can do is that I can switch from showing all to showing the active ones. And here the active ones, the active to-dos. Another thing, I can also click at the completed ones, and by doing this I can check the ones that have been completed. Another thing that I can do in this app is that I can clear the completed to-dos. And that does away with them entirely. So when I clear that, I only remain with the active items. So when I go to active, it's just that completed. They don't exist anymore because they have already been cleared. So another thing I can do is that I can just manually remove items from the list. So I do that by clicking on this cross here. Yeah, and it does away with it. Another thing that you can do here is that you can add new to-dos. And maybe I can just add this to do to my to-do list. I can say complete reading how not to be wrong, the power of mathematical thinking. Okay, that's a very, very long name. I can just reduce it. To like that. Okay, the power of mathematical thinking, and I can add that to do, and I can add another one. Maybe let's say watch the World Cup final. And the items left are now 4. So that's one. Those are the things you can do. Another thing is that you can do is that you can toggle between the dark mode and the light mode. Currently we are on the dark mode, and I can just click there, and we are on the light mode. I can, if I'm not satisfied with it, I can just go back to the dark mode like this, and yeah, awesome. So another thing that you can do in here is that another thing that happens is that the whatever gets shown is it's responsive. I can do that. We're still in the desktop mode, and I can, when I reduce the size, you can see that this item here, all active completed, it was here, and it goes down there. And what the reason why it does that is that it creates space so that everything looks good, both on the large screen and the small screens. So yeah, that's what I did, and thanks for listening.